Hey, 8th grade, this is Mr. Lima. Welcome to our English class. Guys, how are you guys? I hope you guys are good. I hope you guys are okay. Guys, we are back here to our classes. And please, guys, open your books on page 11 and 12 from extra class section. Open your books on page 11 and 12 from extra class section, okay? Come on, come with me. I want to share my screen with you so you guys can see it. Okay, let's correct all together. Silêncio, por favor, gente. Okay, so page 11 was a homework. 11 and 12. Let's correct them all together. Let's try to do it. Então, vamos tentar fazer todos juntos essa página 11 e 12. Vamos lá. 11 e 12. Vamos lá. Unit 2, extra class. Help each other. Gente, por favor, preciso continuar a gravação aqui. Vocês não estão me deixando, não. Essa organização das cadeiras do jeito que está, não tá ajudando. Vocês me ajudam, por favor? Pode ser? Beleza. Vou contar com a ajuda de vocês, tá? Faltam apenas 15 minutos para vocês largarem. Vamos lá. Helping each other. Então, vamos lá ler o texto. The bundle of sticks. A Mr. Bean, a very calm and easygoing father, had a family of sons who were, however, quarreling among themselves. No words he could say did the less good. So he cast about in his mind for some very striking example that should make them see that discord would lead them to misfortune. One day, when the quarreling had been much more violent than usual, and each of the sons was moping in a surly manner, he asked one of them to bring him a bottle of sticks. Then, handing the bundle to each of his sons, in turn, he told them to try to break it. But although each one tried his best, no one was able to do it. His father then untied the bottle and gave the sticks to his sons to break one by one. This they did very easily. My sons, said the father of the bears, do you not see how certain it is that if you agree with each other and help each other, it will be impossible for any difficulty to injure you. But if you are divided among yourselves, you will be no stronger than a single stick in that bundle. Okay, very great one. The bundle of sticks. See, what's new? So we have some vocabulary here. You must remember, quarreling is the same as fighting. A strike is almost like a hit, a blow. Mope is very antique. It is the same as acting a stupid Não estou conseguindo trabalhar aqui, não. Olha lá, mope is a very antique and its name is acting in a stupid manner. Injure is the same as to harm, to give a pen to someone. Okay, 11. In a few words, okay. So we have reading. This is an antique story of the banana tree, okay? It's make us understand how things work, okay? How could us, when we separate from our family, from our friends, we could not like work together. When we separate, we could, when we fight, we want to work as a unique piece, okay? So this makes us understand the importance of being together, being peace with our friends. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, one. In a few words, can you tell your opinion about Mr. Bear's sons? Can you tell your opinion, what you see about this? What's your opinion, guys, about the history we just read? Do you have any opinion? Two, you remember we use the word it when referring to animals. In your opinion, why did the author use other pronouns like he to refer to the family of bears? Do you have any idea we use that? So the possible answer is because the story, the animals act like animals. But in other ways, other actions, we use he for animals when we actually love. They are part of our family. An animal like a cat, a male cat, or a female cat. Like in the male cat, we can use a he for him or a she for her. Okay. 3. In a few words, can you tell what moral lesson does the story teach us? So do you have any impression about those texts, this text that we just read? Can we share with us? So possibly you can share like this. Unity and helping each other is strength. Strength. When we are all together, we have this strength that nothing can break us. Okay? On 4, how could you relate the plot of the fable above with an actual fact in daily life? Is there anything in your daily life? Is there any fact that you can relate to the fable? Anything? Nothing. Okay, if there anything in your life, please share with us. Okay, elements of a fable. A fable has, by general rule, 5 elements in its structure: characters and setting. The same of the novel, every fable has its characters. When different is that fables bring humanized animals in its plots. The setting is its novel, the place where the story takes place. A rising action that leads to the conflict. Every fable has a point where its characters face a conflict which needs to be resolved. This point is settled generally by a routine fact, which is disturbed and leads to the conflict in the fable. The conflict itself, the point where one character faces or is changed to face a conflict in solving the fact settled in the rising action. The decision. If there is a conflict, there's always a climax point. What is the result in this story? Moral lesson. Every fable has a moral to teach, a lesson in the end. Generally, they tell us messages about facts of life, offering important reflection. So some points we have to keep in our mind about a fable, some points, some elements of a fable. Characters and setting, a rising action, the conflict itself, the decision, moral lesson. Okay? So pages 1, 11, and 12 were homework, and we just corrected. Now, for class, you guys should do pages 13, 14, and 15. Eu vou dar para vocês alguns minutinhos para vocês tentarem realizar essas páginas e já já a gente volta, né, para a gente corrigir junto essas páginas e eu passar a atividade de casa para vocês. Okay, I'm back. Let's correct the next page right now. It's page 13. Page 13, let's correct that. Page 13, then page 14 and 15. On page 14, page 13, actually, you certainly have read or heard some fables in your life. Now look at the chart below. It includes characteristics incorporated in every fable. Complete the first column with the elements of fables presented in a bundle of six. First one, title. What is the title of a bundle of sticks? One, a bundle of sticks. Animal characters with human qualities. We have Mr. Bear, a calm and easygoing father, sharing and rising action. Mr. Bear's house, his sons were always fighting each other. Conflict. A conflict, Mr. Bear asked his sons to get a bundle of sticks and break the bundle individually. The decision. None of Mr. Bear's sons can break the bundle. Then he explained that they have to be together in order to face life problems. Moral lesson, union is strength. Okay, question 2. Read the fable below and circle its characters and underline the rising action, conflict, and decision. Finally, write the setting and a moral lesson we can take from the text. You gotta write down here. Okay? So let's read. The lion and the mouse. Once, when a lion was asleep, a little mouse began running up and down upon him. The sun awakened the lion, who placed his huge paw upon him and opened a big jaws to swallow him. Pardon, O king, cried the little mouse. Forgive me this time. I shall never forget it. Who knows but what I may be able to do your turn some of these days. The lion was so tickled at the idea of the mouse being able to help him that he lifted up his paw and let it go. Some time after, the lion was caught in a trap, and the hunters who desired to carry him alive to the king tied him to a tree. While they went in search for a wagon to carry him on, just the little mouse happened to pass by, and seeing the sad plight in which the lion was, went up to him and gnawed away the ropes that bound the king of the beasts. Was I not right? Said the little mouse. Okay, so what we have? Circle here. We gotta circle the characters and underline all of this section. Vocês têm que circular aqui ó, os characters, os personagens, e aqui the rising action, aqui ó, toda sublinhada, ok? Setting, probably in the jungle. Então, o setting, né? Provavelmente aqui ó, numa floresta. E a possible answer, né? Aqui, rising action, conflict and decision. Conflict and decision. O conflito e a decisão, como é que vai acontecer? Ó, little friends may prove great friends. Então, pequenos amigos, né? Que a gente às vezes não dá a mínima, may prove great friends. Às vezes se provam ótimos amigos, né? E que talvez nos dão grande apoio. On A, based on your reading of the fable above, Which human characteristics can you attribute to the characters? Baseado na leitura da fábula acima, que características humanas vocês conseguem atribuir aos personagens? Então, por exemplo, a gente consegue atribuir to the lion is arrogant, lazy, ele é um pouco arrogante, preguiçoso. The mouse is friendly, thankful, agile and frightened. Então, o mouse, na realidade, o ratinho, ele é amigável, ele é agradecido, ágil e um pouco amedrontado, né? Ele tem medo do que pode surgir a ele acontecer. Ok, assim finalizamos a correção da página 13. Vou dar mais um tempinho para vocês tentarem finalizar as páginas 14 e 15, já já a gente vem para corrigi-las. Ok? Vamos lá. Tempinho para vocês. Okay, let's see now page 14. On page 14, we have future plans and predictions. Planos futuros e predições. Nós temos will versus shall. For most situations in the future, when we make predictions or future plans, we use will. So, we'll work tomorrow. They won't be here next week. Think about it. You will be in New York in a few days. But for some occasions, you may hear the following structures. I shall be in Japan, but you will be in England. We shall leave the airport tomorrow. I shan't have that conversation with you tomorrow. In very traditional English grammar, it is recommended to use will for you, he, she, it, they, and to use shall with I and E, and we. Shall is considered formal English, and it is recommended to be used especially in written language. However, in daily language and in some variations of English language, such as Irish and Scottish, people tend to use only will for all the pronouns. Think of shall in written language, but keep in mind both are equally acceptable. Ok? Então, na maioria dos casos, você vai ver apenas will, mas no inglês formal, né, em todos os países, o shall é aceitado no inglês formal e na língua escrita para os pronomes I, eu, e para os pronomes we. A não ser em alguns países como os países onde se fala inglês irlandês e inglês escocês. Mas em todos os países é aceitado o uso do shall, né, quando a gente está conjugando com os pronomes I e we, eu e nós. Então vamos lá. Complete with the sentence from the list. Then write D for decision and P for prediction. Ou seja, onde tiver uma aplicação para decisão, use D, e para predição de um fato futuro, P. I think I'll leave right now. I think it will rain. I think she'll die. I think I'll take a taxi. I think I'll lose the game. Okay? I think I won't find a place to park. I think I'll buy the red one. I think I'll go to bed now. I think I'll have the fish. I think he'll get an A. Okay? Então, letter A. What time do you prefer to go out? I think I'll leave right now. Então, the answer, this D, is a decision. My team is playing so badly that I think I'll lose the game. Prediction, this is a prediction. What will you order? What will you order? I think I will have the fish. This is a decision, D. The sky is so cloudy that I think it will rain. This is a prediction, P. The student is so good that I think he'll get an A. Prediction, P. How do you prefer to go? I think I'll take a taxi. D. Which shirt do you want? I think I'll buy the red one. D. The patient is so sick that I think he'll die. Prediction. There are so many cars that I think he won't find a place to park. P. What about another beer? I think we'll go to bed now. Decision, okay? And let's go to page 15. Page 15. Change the sentence from simple past to simple future. Use contractions where you can and follow the pattern. It was very difficult. It will be very difficult. They went to school last Monday. They will go to school next Monday. Okay? So use contractions where you can and follow the pattern. Okay, on A, he cleared all my dots. On future, it's going to be, he will clear all my dots. This one, did you publish this article? No futuro vai ficar, will you publish this article? On C, did you solve the problems? On future, you'll be, won't you solve your problems? On D, I didn't tell anybody. It's going to be, I won't tell anybody. E, she was here yesterday morning. She will be here tomorrow morning. On F, I didn't check the information. I won't check the information. G, they cried a lot at the funeral. No futuro, they will cry a lot at the funeral. H, did you peel an orange for me? Esse verbo é bem legal, descascar. I will peel an orange for me. I, he cut himself with that knife. He will cut himself with that knife. J, do passado para o futuro, didn't you help the children? Won't you help the children, ok? E aqui nós temos think of formal English and complete the text below. Então pense no inglês formal, né, no inglês culto. Vamos tentar completar as sentenças, né, com o futuro. Então temos aqui, ó, will, she will, how shall I shall, she will, Sheila, will you, I shall, né? We shall, sempre lembrando que o shall será empregado, né, no inglês escrito formal quando houver os sujeitos I e we. She will, I shall, e aqui I shall. E aqui tem uma música para vocês cantarem, I Will, de John Lennon e McCartney, certo? Ex-Beatles. Ok, galera? Assim a gente finaliza a nossa aula de hoje. Quero lembrar para vocês as atividades de casa, que são as páginas 16, 17, 16 e 17 daqui do Extra Class, ok? I'll see you next class. Bye, bye. Guys, página 16 e 17, não esqueçam.